11 laps to go. Fern out front, 1.5 second lead over Chris. James in the number 3.
8 laps left.
Fern comes from the land of the ice and snow.
7 laps left.
7 to go. Brittany counting us down.
6 laps left.
6 laps to go. Uh-oh, a little bumper for Fern, trying to squeeze to the inside. Left. 4 to go this time by. Fern in the orange car out front. Chris in the white and black trying to reel him in.
3 laps
Three laps to go this time by.
2 laps left.
Shoo, Fern. 2.9 second lead over Chris in the
Final
number
lap.
2. Final lap. And there he goes. Fernando Luna takes it. Chris in the number 2. James in the number 3. We got another round of late model coming up, though. Let's see if anybody can out-cheat Fernando Luna. Yes, sir. You got time? No worries. Welcome, everybody, joining us online.
Up next, race number 2.
That's right.
1 RC late model. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is
We are
John
racing.
Wallace, Joe Makaitis, Chase Newingham, Racer X, Joe Makaitis.
1 RC oval.
Chase Newingham. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Yeah, I need my marshals. Fern, Chris, and James. There's Chris and Fern are out there. Marshals, look alive. Marshals, look alive. John got to plug some batteries in. He's making his way over here. Where's Tony the Terror Hall? I need you to check it in. Yeah, don't be stealing them. No, you can take those. I saw them earlier. Boy, I don't know where my chat doc is.
Racer X.
Edit, view, scenes and list buttons, docs, scene transition. Oh no. Uh-oh. No, that ain't the one. Untitled duplicate. Oh, transitions.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. John Wallace. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, everybody's checked in and lined up. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Drivers, listen for the tone. Marshals, look alive. Less than 5.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, she lied. We're going right now. Tony out front. Chase Newingham looking to do some damage. John moving to the inside, makes a move, takes over the number 2. Joe Makaitis in the number 4. Tony outside hugging that bumper. He ain't giving that lane to nobody. My man hugging that inside line, and he's got all the traction, but here comes John Wallace running the middle lane. Running him down. Tony's starting to feel the pressure. He ain't giving up that inside line, though. John's going to have to make his way around the outside. Tony and John back and forth every time they go under the loop. Oh, John catches a bumper. Tony catches a bumper. My bad. John goes right around him. Chase now moving into the number 2. John out front, Chase 2, Tony Hall 3, Joe Makaitis right there in the number 4, trying to catch up. All these guys hugging that inside line. John got all the speed, making the move around the inside there. Puts Joe a lap down. John Wallace out front, 2.2 second lead over Chase in the number 2. Tony right there behind Chase, about a half a second. Joe trying to catch up. He's about make that 3.3 seconds back now. Coming up on the 10 lap mark. John, you're 10 laps to go.
Left.
Uh-oh, caution on the right side, John. Caution on the right side. Clear, clear, clear.
8 laps left.
John, your leader, making it through clean. A little
7
bobble. We had a
left.
car upside down there for a moment.
6 laps left.
6 laps to go, drivers. Oh, Tony stuck on the front stretch.
5 laps left.
5 to go. John, your leader in the yellow and white LM.
4 laps left.
Got Chase right behind him. This is a race for the lead. Chase trying to take over that pace. 3 laps to go. Chase to the inside, gets around. John able to hold on to the pace, though. Oh, mistake from John.
Final lap.
Still got it with, nope, there he goes. Chase takes over the number 1 last lap.
Chase Newingham
Chase
done.
gets it
John
done.
Wallace
John
done.
in the number
All
2.
drivers are finished.
Tony 3.
Racer
Joe
X
in
done.
the 4.
Joe Maquedis done.
Barn
The
burner
race is
LM heat number 2. Nobody able to knock Fern off his podium, though. Or the top qualifier position goes to the Lemonator. Coming up next, race number 3. One EDM stock, 1 RC.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RC EDM stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is John Wallace, Joe Maquedis, Chris Peel. Two minutes to the start of the race. Joe Maquedis. Chris Peel. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, everybody, check them in, check them in, check them in.
30 seconds to the start of the race. John Wallace.
Marshals on this one. Chase Newingham. Marshals are out there. Fern, you get a marshal? All right, turn around. Y'all guys line them up. Marshals look alive. Drivers,
15
listen for the
seconds to the
tone.
start of the
Less
race.
than 5. Oh, yeah. A little driving music there. Oh! Ooh, man, none of these guys driven EDMs in a while. And it shows. Except Joe. Joe out front. 6.5 second lead. Joe says, oh, yeah. Good old EDM. This thing's always dialed. Dialed, Ethan, right? That's right, one RC Oval. Some of the best music gets played during these races. Because I got full reign. That's right. 20 laps to go. Joe Mercatus out front. John Wallace in the 2. Chris takes over the 2. That time by. John goes back. So Chris, every lap, switching positions with John Wallace. The battle right now for that number 2 position. Joe Mercatus way out front. 9.2 second lead. John Wallace in the number 2. He's got Chris about a half a second back. Actually, Chris right in front of him, but half a second off his pace. 1.3 seconds now.
10 laps left.
10 laps to go for your leader, Joe Mercatus, way out front in the Pabst Blue Machine.
9 laps left.
No quarrels, no nothing weird with that car.
8
It's
laps
just
left.
always ready to go.
7 laps left.
7 to go. Joe with an 8.5 second knot. Make it
6
7.9.
laps
John
left.
trying to reel him in the number 2. Chris Peel about 1.3 seconds
5
off of
laps
John's
left.
bumper. Or off of his pace, not his bumper.
4 laps left.
Ooh, John cutting that down
3 laps
there.
left.
2 to go this time by Joe.
2 laps left.
Joe Mercatus out front. Here he goes. Victory
Final
lap
lap.
for Joe, following these guys around going, come on, man. I thought we were here to race.
Joe Mercatus
That's going to
done.
do it. Joe TQing right now. Everybody else still
John
on the
Wallace
clock.
done.
Chris, you're still on the clock. Uh-oh. John, you're done. Here you go.
All drivers
Long
are
lap there
finished.
for Chris.
Chris Peel
11-second lap.
The
Phew!
race is completed.
He had to stop by the pits real quick. All right, coming up next, race number 4, 1 RC Midget Stock. Joe Mercatus, Chase Newingham, Tony Hall.
Up next, race number 4. 1 RC Midget Stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Joe Mercatus, Chase Newingham, Racer X.
I know they're not Ebert. I don't know what's going on, man.
2 minutes
I've been
to the
trying to
start of
fix
the
the
race.
audio on this thing. Call my man, Chris. Matt. He don't know what's happening. Custom browser docs. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Back over here, we got settings, audio, stream, restream, disconnect account, ignore streaming service recommendations, audio. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. I like to be able to hear y'all too, but I don't know what's
Joe Mercatus.
happening. All right, wait for Chase and
Chase
Tony. Check
Newingham.
them in. Chase and Tony, check it in. What is this? I got an LM out there with midgets.
Racer
Tony,
X.
where you at, brother? Check it in. Oh, there you go. Y'all got about 10 seconds. Y'all checked in? Everybody's ready to go?
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. Line them up, Tony. Stop doing donuts. Tell that minion to get out of the driver's seat. Oh, it's Taz. All right. I'll get out there and help you, Marshall, in just 1 second.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers, listen for the tone. Marshall's lesson 5. Here we go. 30 laps. 1 RC Midget Stock. Uh-oh, I can see this is going to be a barn burner from the get-go. Mopar car out front. Tony, Tasmanian Devil, doing some donuts out there. Joe in the number 2. Oh, a little bobble there for Chase. Joe in the number 2. Trying to run that Pabst Blue Machine up to the number 1 spot. Tony Hall in the 3. Woo, good inside move for Joe. Runs him over. Tony might be taking advantage. Oh, Tony with a big tumble. So the running order changes just a little bit. Joe goes to the number 1. Chase and Tony now tangling for that number 2 spot. Oh, Tony goes to the inside. Chase goes wide, gives him the spot. Tries to reel him back in. He's riding the bumper. Oh, man, contact. Marshall on his way. There we go. Joe says, y'all guys keep doing that. I'm out of here. Joe with the 4-second lead. Nope, 10-second lead. The number just keeps going up. Oh, Tony's stuck on the inside. Oh, man, you got 17 laps to go. A lot can happen. 1RC Midget stock. Coming up next, Lipos. That's right. Bring out your lipo. Oh, Tony are upside down over on the left side of the track. Joe in the Pabst Blue machine. He's about to crack one open. And that cab, not unless Tony keeps stopping him up. Joe with an 8.5-second lead, though. Joe's got a big old lead. Chase in the number 2. Tony in the 3. Coming up on 10 laps to go, drivers. Brittany's going to count y'all down.
10 laps left. 9 laps left.
Whoa, Taz, come on, buddy. Caution. Oh, Chase gets into Tony. Joe makes his way through clean. 8 laps to go, drivers.
7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left.
Whoa, Tony. Leave that bumper alone. He didn't do nothing to you.
4 laps left.
4 laps to go. 1RC Midget stock. Joe Mercatus out front. Chase in the number 2. Tony in the 3. Joe with 11-second lead over Chase in the number 2. Chase got about 30 seconds back to Tony. So, yeah, Tony, you blew it. Final lap.
Joe Mercatus done.
Joe, you are done. Everybody else still on the clock.
Done.
Tony, you are done. Chase, you will be done.
All drivers are finished.
There you go.
Chase Newingham done. The race is completed.
Joe going to the top of the board.
Up next, race number 5. 1RC EDM Outlaw. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is John Wallace, James Brandt, The Eliminator, Clint Touton. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, track is open. Warm them up, check them in. I got to drag Chris into this one real quick.
Chris Peel. The Eliminator. 1 minute to the start of the race. Clint Touton. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race. James Brandt. John Wallace. Ten laps left. 9 laps left. 8 laps left. 7 laps left. 6 laps left. 5 laps left. 4 laps left. 3 laps left. 2 laps left. Final lap. James Brandt done. John Wallace done. Clint Touton done. All drivers are finished. Chris Peel done. The race is completed. Up next, race number 1.
All right, guys, we're
going
going to take about a 10-minute break.
Heat 1 of 2.
Get into round
Race
2 of
order
qualifying.
Racer X.
Up
Joe
first is going to be
Makedas.
1RC late model
James
Heat
Brandt.
1 of 2. Tony Hall, Joe Makedas, James Brandt. Race number 2 is going to be late model Heat 2 of 2. Fern, Chris, Chase, and John. Race number 3, EDM Stock, Joe, John, and Chris. Race number 4, Midget Stock, Joe, Chase, and Tony. 1RC EDM Outlaw, James, Clint. That's right, in the number 2, Clint. John in the 3, Chris in the 4. Where's Fern? Way down there in the number 5. That's right. Yeah, you better let that glue dry. Nah, he said, I'm back out, baby. You better get that thing dialed in. Oh, no. Big tumble. 1RC Silver Crown matched with the ProTech Lipo 2-cell equals ginormous smiles. Smiles for miles. Hmm.
Nine minutes to the start of the race.
Dialed, he says. Dialed. Filters. No filters. Restream chat. Interact. Refresh. Docs. Controls. Custom reset docs.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Holy moly.
The champ is here!
Whoa. There's the champ.
8 minutes to the start of the race.
Yeah. Man, this is annoying. Cut, refresh. All right, guys, hold on. We're going to stop this.